Hola, bienvenido a la clase de español. Welcome to the Spanish class. Do you remember the travel plans from the last class? Okay, so we have our plans ready for where we want to travel. Remember, we had contacted the travel agency. They offered a travel plan according to our needs. Now we see how they will take care of the tickets. Let us take a look at what Sofía and Diego are doing. They have gone to the agency. Sofía y Diego van a una agencia de viajes en su ciudad para comprar dos pasajes para Bután. Bután. This means to say Sofía and Diego go to a travel agency in their city to buy 2 tickets to Bután. Van a visitar a una amiga en la capital de Bután, que es Thimphu. Ahora están hablando con el agente de viajes. They are going to visit a friend in the capital city of Bhutan, which is Thimphu. Right now, they are talking to the travel agent. For your information, they are asking for tickets to the city called Paro, which has the Seoul International Airport in Bhutan. Now Diego asks, ¿Cuánto cuesta un pasaje para Paro? How much does a ticket to Paro cost? The agent says, de ida y vuelta? He is asking to and fro or a round trip. Sofía says, sí, de ida y vuelta por favor. Yes, please, for a round trip. Agent asks, vale, primera clase o turista? He asks, first class or tourist, that is economy. Diego says, turista, that is economy. Agente, agent says, a ver, es 20,000 rupias, es decir, casi $300. He says, let's see, it is 20,000 rupees, that is almost $300. Sofía says, uy, es carísimo, pero bueno, ¿qué documentos necesitamos para viajar? She says, it's too expensive, but well, what documents do we need for traveling? Agente, the agent says, sí, es un poco caro, pero es buenísimo, vale la pena. Y ustedes van a necesitar un pasaporte y 2 fotos. He says, yes, it is a little expensive, but it is really good. It is worthwhile. And you will need a passport and 2 photos. Diego says, también me gustaría saber cuánto equipaje podemos llevar. He says, I would like also to know how much baggage can we carry. Agente, the agent says, pueden llevar 2 maletas cada uno y además un bolso si se necesita. He says you can carry 2 suitcases each and a small bag if required. Sofía asks, ¿cuándo hay vuelos para Paro? They need to know when they have flights available for traveling to Paro to plan it. So she asks, when are the flights to Paro? Agente, the agent says, mañana hay uno. Tomorrow there is one. Y hay vuelos los martes y jueves a las 10 de la mañana. Los viernes y sábados a las 7:30 de la tarde. She says, there are flights on Tuesday and Thursdays at 10 in the morning and Friday and Saturdays at 7:30 in the evening. Diego says, preferimos viajar el sábado. Así podemos utilizar el fin de semana. Entonces, 2 pasajes para el sábado, por favor. So he says, we prefer to travel on Saturday. That way we can utilize the weekend. So, then 2 tickets for Saturday, please. There you go. You have your tickets and are ready to travel. They are going to visit a friend in the capital of Bhutan, which is Thimphu. Right now, they are talking to the travel agent. For your information, they are asking tickets to the city called Paro, which has the sole international airport in Bhutan. Diego asks, ¿Cuánto cuesta un pasaje para Paro? How much does a ticket to Paro cost? Agent says, ¿De ida y vuelta? Means he is asking for the round trip. Sofia says, Sí, de ida y vuelta, por favor. Yes, please, for the round trip. Agente asks, Vale, primera clase o turista? Means he is asking first class or tourist, that is economy. Diego says, Turista, the economy class. Agente, the agent says, a ver, es 20,000 rupias, es decir, casi $300. He says, let's see, it is 20,000 rupees, that is almost $300. Sofia says, uy, es carísimo. Pero, bueno, ¿qué documentos necesitamos para viajar? She says, it's too expensive. But well, what documents do we need to travel? Agent says, sí, es un poco caro, pero es buenísimo, vale la pena. Y ustedes van a necesitar un pasaporte y 2 fotos. Yes, it is a little expensive, but it is really good. It is worth it. And you will need a passport and 2 photos. Diego says, también me gustaría saber cuánto equipaje podemos llevar. I would also like to know how much luggage can we carry. The agent says, pueden llevar 2 maletas cada uno y además un bolso si se necesita. He's saying you can carry 2 suitcases each and a small bag if required. Sofia says, ¿Cuándo hay vuelos para Paro? She's asking, when are the flights to Paro? The agent says, mañana hay uno. Hay vuelos los martes y jueves a las 10 de la mañana, los viernes y sábados a las 7:30 de la tarde. So what he's saying is, there is one tomorrow. There are flights on Tuesdays and Thursdays at 10 in the morning and Fridays and Saturdays at 7:30 in the evening. Diego says, preferimos viajar el sábado. Así podemos utilizar el fin de semana. Entonces, 2 pasajes para el sábado, por favor. What he's saying is, we prefer to travel on Saturday, that way we can utilize the weekend. So, then 2 tickets for Saturday, please. So, there you go. You have your tickets and you are ready to travel, right? Finally, the Saturday has arrived. So, let us see how Diego and Sofia are doing. El sábado por la tarde, Sofia y Diego llegan al aeropuerto. Ellos hablan con el dependiente. On Saturday evening, Sofia and Diego arrive at the airport. They talk to the clerk. Sofia y Diego están a punto de subir el avión, facturando las maletas. Sofia and Diego are about to board the plane and they are checking in their bags. Dependiente. Dependiente, the receptionist greets them. Buenas tardes, bienvenidos a Indian Airlines. Sus pasajes, por favor. Good afternoon, welcome to Indian Airlines. Your tickets, please. Diego says, un momento. Aquí están. He says, wait a minute. Here they are. Sofia says, queremos un asiento junto a la ventanilla y otro en el centro, por favor. What she's asking is for a choice of either a window seat or aisle seat. When you want something, when you have a choice for a window seat or aisle seat, you ask like this. Queremos un asiento junto a la ventanilla y otro en el centro, por favor. We want a seat next to the window and another in the center place. Dependiente doesn't have a window seat. So, what does she or he say? Lo siento mucho, pero no tenemos ningún asiento disponible en la ventanilla. ¿Y cuántas maletas van a facturar? She says, I'm really sorry, but we do not have any window seats available. And how many bags are you checking in? Diego says, estas dos grandes. También tenemos dos maletas pequeñas. Las llevamos en la mano. These two big ones. We also have two small suitcases. We will carry them in our hands. Dependiente. He says, solo si caben debajo del asiento. That means only if they fit under the seat. Big baggage, big luggage you cannot carry. And he says, aquí tienen los comprobantes de sus tarjetas de embarque. Los voy a poner dentro de este sobre, junto con los pasajes de avión. So he's saying only if they fit under the seat. Here are the receipts for your boarding passes. I'm going to put them inside this envelope together with the plane tickets. Sofía says, ¿cuál es la puerta de salida para tomar el avión? She says, which is the exit gate to take the flight? Dependiente says, la salida del vuelo 307 es por la puerta 30A y empiezan a embarcar a las 7 de la tarde. She says, the exit gate of the flight number 307 is 30A and the passengers begin to embark at 7 p.m. So, once you have boarded the plane, you are in your seat. The steward or stewardess, after introducing the pilot and the crew of flight, they take you through the common procedure of tying the belt, keeping the windows open, keeping the seat straight, etc. That we all know. So, now we reach inside the flight. What is happening? Let us see. En el avión, antes de despegar. On the plane, before the takeoff. Despegar, take off. Azafata. Azafata is stewardess. She says, en nombre de toda tripulación, les damos a todos una cordial bienvenida. She is welcoming all the passengers and she is saying, on behalf of the whole crew, we give everyone a cordial welcome. Again she says, Azafata says, este es el vuelo 307 con destino a Paro, una ciudad bonita de Bután. Aterrizamos en Paro aproximadamente a las 10:30 de la noche. She says, this is flight 307 bound for Paro, the capital city of Bhutan. We will land at Paro around 10:30 p.m. Dentro de poco vamos a servir las bebidas. Más tarde servimos la cena. Les deseamos un viaje muy placentero. So she continues and she says, shortly we are going to serve drinks. Later we will serve dinner. We wish you a very pleasant trip. Now let us revise the vocabulary to refresh the memory. So some vocabulary. Compañía aérea is airlines. How do we say excess baggage? Exceso de equipaje. How do we say excess weight? Exceso de peso. How to say check-in baggage? Facturación de equipajes. What is ticket known as? Ticket is known as el pasaje. What is the boarding pass? Tarjeta de embarque. Now I will also give you some verbs related with the air travel. They will come in handy when you want to use them. They are in infinitive form. You can conjugate according to the person required. So, to board is embarcar, AR ending verb. Despegar is to take off. How to say to land? Aterrizar. The arrival, la llegada. The departure or the exit or the way out is salida. Now, Let us fast forward our journey, and now we are on our return journey from Bhutan. On your return journey, one important thing you must do at the airport. Can you say what it is? Yes, it's declaring the goods at the customs. Lo que hay que saber de la aduana para los viajes, that is, the things that one needs to know about customs while traveling. Cuando compramos cosas nuevas y valiosas que vamos a llevar a nuestro país, hay que declarar esos productos. Por ejemplo, cámaras de fotoreflex, cámaras de video, notebooks nuevas, etc. So, when we buy new and valuable things which we want to carry to our country, one has to declare the products. For example, SLR cameras, new video cameras, and new notebooks, etc. Now that we have seen travel by air, let's come back down to earth and experience the travel by train. So let us travel by train now. Let's see how things go at the railway station. So estamos en la estación de trenes. We are at the railway station. Kwan is at the ticket window. What does Kwan ask when he is at the ticket window? At the railway station, he is asking about the train. ¿A qué hora sale el tren para Madrid? What is he asking? He is asking what time does the train to Madrid leave? Señor López, who's at the ticket window, says a las 5:30 de la tarde y llega a Madrid a las 10 de la noche. He says at 5:30 in the evening and it arrives at Madrid at 10 o'clock in the night. Kwan asks, ¿quedan plazas? He's asking, are there seats left? Señor López says, sí, en la primera. So what does he want to say? Yes, only in the first class. And Kwan asks, ¿y cuánto cuesta? Because first class obviously is going to cost a little more. So he's asking, and how much does it cost? Señor López says, 20 de ida y vuelta. He says 20 euros for round trip. Kwan asks, ¿hay descuentos para estudiantes? He's a student, so he's asking for a student discount. So he's saying, is there a discount for students? Señor López says, en primera, no, lo siento. So since it is in first class students don't get a discount. Not in the first class, I'm sorry. So says Señor López. Kwan, what does Kwan say? Está bien, deme 5 billetes. He says, it's fine, give me 5 tickets. Kwan, Alejandro, Jorge, Pablo y Mateo están en el tren. Means to say, Kwan, Alejandro, Jorge, Pablo and Mateo are on the train now. Pablo says, ¿qué hacemos al llegar? What do we do when we arrive? Alejandro responds, he says, buscamos un sitio para dormir y luego vamos a cenar. Because they are reaching late. So he says, we will look for a place to sleep and then we will have dinner, right? So Jorge says, mañana vamos a los museos. El Museo Prado, el Museo de Reina Sofía, ¿vale? Tomorrow we will go to the museums, the Prado Museum and the Museum of Reina Sofía, right? Mateo says, de acuerdo, y por la tarde vamos al retiro. ¿Qué pensáis? He says, agreed. And in the afternoon we will go to El Retiro. What do you think? Kwan says, buen plan, me gusta. Y cenamos en la casa de mis amigos. He says, good plan, I like it. And we will have dinner at my friend's place tomorrow. Alejandro says, sí, sí, claro. Yes, of course. Now, let us look at some words that are related with the train, which you might need when you talk about train journey. So, how do we say the waiting room? La sala de espera. How do we say the platforms? Los andenes. The ticket collector? El revisor. How do you ask for toilets? Los servicios. One-way ticket is billete sencillo. And do you remember what we use for the return ticket? Right, billete de ida y vuelta, round trip or return ticket. I'm sure you will have more to add to this list. Always keep building your vocabulary, keep refreshing your memory, which is very important for learning a new language. And also, I give you here some useful expressions that you may need when you travel. So, these expressions are, how do you ask for train or flight or bus timings, their arrival and departure. As these are set expressions, initially it helps you to memorize them. Here I give you some of them. So, how to ask for train or flight or bus time to some place. ¿A qué hora hay trenes para Granada? Or you can ask, ¿a qué hora hay vuelos para Madrid? Do you get what they are saying? At what time is the train to Granada? At what time do you have flights to Madrid? Got that? Now, if you want to ask for arrival, we ask, ¿a qué hora llega el tren? Or, ¿a qué hora llega el vuelo? And then you can name the train or the flight. To ask for departure, we say, ¿a qué hora sale el tren? If we are asking for bus, we can ask, ¿a qué hora sale el autobús? Now, suppose we want to ask if the train or flight is delayed, which is sometimes normal. So, el tren o vuelo llega con retraso. So, the question is, el tren llega con retraso? Does the train arrive late? ¿Cuánto tardará en llegar? How long will it take to arrive? In case the departure is delayed, we change the verb to llegar with salir. So our question will be, ¿el tren de Madrid o Mumbai sale con retraso? This was a question, right? You could make out from the intonation. Now if you want to tell someone that the train is late, rather than asking the question, we say the same sentence but with different intonation. El tren de Madrid o Mumbai llega o sale con retraso. So you are informing the person rather than asking. Now, for buying a ticket to some place, we will say, ¿puede darme un billete sencillo para Madrid? Can you give me a one-way ticket for Madrid? For return journey, we will simply say, quiero un billete de ida y vuelta para Madrid o para Toledo. I want a return ticket to Madrid or to Toledo. We may be asked the option of window or aisle seat, ventana o pasillo, window seat or aisle they may ask. You can then give your option. To ask if there is a bus to go to some place, let's say to Hotel Arco de Iris, how will we say? We will ask, ¿hay un autobús para ir al Hotel Arco de Iris? Or you may want to know from where we can get a taxi. So how do you ask for a taxi? ¿Dónde puedo coger un taxi? If you want to ask about the tourism office, how do you ask that? Can you make the sentence yourself? Okay, I'll help you. ¿Dónde está la oficina de turismo? And if you want to ask what time do they open, ¿a qué hora abren? So the question was, where is the tourism office? What time do they open? Now, you may be knowing that at some places taking photos is prohibited. Therefore, in order to ask if that is allowed or not, we might ask the question, ¿se puede hacer fotos aquí? The question is, can one take photos here? Now, with this lesson, we are equipped to travel to a Spanish-speaking country. Now we will meet in the next lesson. Till then, ciao, hasta la próxima.